All right, guys, I got a special treat for you today. Now, yesterday we were with Joseph and we talked about a communication insight because we're here at this communicator workshop and I've got a special guest. This is the first time I have him on camera. This is my senior pastor, Pastor Mark, and I asked, would you answer a question, a communication question on camera? And he said, absolutely. So here we go. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir. Let's go for it.
All right, what's one lesson you've learned from a speaking opportunity that didn't go as planned?
I distinctly remember I was invited back to a church where I had served years before. And of course, the audience had all turned over, but they had remembered my name. And I was, in their minds, a bit of a legend because I had served there in the years past. And so I was invited back to preach. And so as I was preparing, I had a message ready to give them. And but before I did, I'd listened to this really prophetically oriented pastor that was speaking, and he had this real driving, "Thus saith the Lord." You got to do things right, or there's going to be severe consequences. And I got really fired up. I've really felt convicted, and I thought, "Wow, that's who I want to be like that." And so I'm going back to the church where I used to serve. People remembered me as the fun-loving youth pastor. I get up, and without acknowledging the host or honoring him or welcoming everybody or giving a little kind of report about where my life had been the last few years, I just jumped right into the topic. "Thus saith the Lord, you're not living right. You better get right or get left, or you got to go to heaven. The consequences are severe." And this poor youth pastor had ordered pizzas to have and soft drinks to have a fellowship after the message and a reunion to celebrate me coming back. It was the deadest, quietest. Nobody wanted to say anything. And I realized the lesson I learned is when you're a guest, you don't have the right to tell people, the hard things. That needed to be the youth pastor telling them that. I was the guest. I needed to go in there and encourage and equip and connect and help them with their next step. I definitely got out of my lane. I'll never do that again.
Oh, I love that. Didn't go as planned. One of the things that I learned based on what you just said is you got to know your audience.
Yes.
You got to know especially if they know you already, which is what it sounds like happened right there. And you got to bring the content that encourages. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, and we'll see you all tomorrow.